so much revenue from Lowdown Sports, we bought a house.
we got the Lowdown house now.
It's all in my name.
I kind of feel intimidated being here, though. I'm not gonna lie. New area.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's cool. I like it.
It doesn't smell like a rotten basement.
No, your basement didn't smell bad.
The air can be stale sometimes.
Sometimes, but it happens. All right, it's August 1st, 7:16 p.m. Like we said, new spot. Very pumped up about it.
Very thankful to be here.
Very thankful.
I am too.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
Thankful.
August 1st, like I said, the start of football season.
Yeah, the
Not fall.
The official countdown.
Official countdown. I think 30 days till Tennessee tips off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's the first kickoff?
Kicks off, not tips off. This ain't basketball.
What's the 24th? Who plays the 24th?
You put me on the spot. Oh, Lord.
Can't believe you've done this. My laptop just died, so that's why we're not in commission here.
No, you're good. You're good. I wasn't expecting this. My bad. We got a good lineup. August 24th, Florida State versus Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Montana State versus New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
SMU versus Nevada.
Get to
Delaware
watch
State
Preston Stone play.
versus Hawaii. Preston Stone?
Quarterback for SMU.
Is that your boy?
Yeah, I tried to DM him to get one of his jerseys. Never responded.
That's tough.
Because it's Stone and then he has 2 on the back. Yeah, he didn't respond.
That'd
I'm sure.
be money.
I'm sure it would, nowadays he can just give his jerseys away, but kind of bummed he never
Yeah, I
responded to me.
I think LSU
Yeah,
finishes that weekend on Sunday versus USC.
Let me see.
Pretty sure they do.
Sunday. That's the 24th. So that's September 1st.
Okay.
So the next week, big game against USC.
But we're looking too far ahead.
Oh, yeah, we're good. Hey, you can never get too amped up about college football season.
I agree. I'm excited. Something to watch now.
I know,
There's
right?
nothing to watch. I've been going through all the Marvel movies.
There goes my phone.
If you think about it, it's got to be close to a year since we started.
No, I think we missed
The year.
we missed the year mark. We
Okay.
did.
Okay.
We've been doing
Because
this
we
for a
started
year.
about this time.
But like
last year.
right before August. So right around this time. Year of Lowdown Sports.
It's been a great year.
It's been a great year. It's been a sweet year.
Very knowledgeable year.
Yep.
Hopefully this year is even better.
It will be.
Let's hope.
We got big news on the golf channel. We now have enough followers where we can go live.
Let's go.
So maybe we'll go
What is that,
live.
1,000?
No, it's only
600.
it's 500 to go live. We're at like 650.
Okay.
It used to be 1,000. I remember when it used to be that.
Yeah.
Jackson really has that on his back.
So maybe we
Jackson's
can.
put the team on his back.
It was just that one video
I
that
know.
now has 2
That's
million
what
views.
helped us get a lot of followers too
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Dude, I think golfers just get turned on by spin.
It's satisfying to watch. And maybe I can just designate Isaac as the full time hold the phone.
Cameraman.
Yeah. He
I
doesn't
like
get
it.
Because he
paid.
filmed that one that went viral. So maybe
So
he's
you're
got
saying
an
you
art.
give him the credit. Isaac Molds gets the credit of that viral video.
I've never seen Isaac spin a ball like that. But hey, he filmed it.
He did film
He
it.
did film it. He witnessed
You
it.
got to give the props where they're
Yeah,
at.
so big news on that. Maybe we can get one going this week or so.
That'd be sweet.
All right, what we got?
Okay.
We're starting it off with.
I was going to do another top 5, but I think we can hold that off till the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't even top 5, but this is 5 dogs. You know, last year was Smoke Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Big Smoke fans here.
Mhm.
This is 5 dogs that I went through and I found
Okay.
that, you know, aren't like Power 5.
Okay.
You know, there's a bunch of dogs Power 5.
Yeah,
You'll
of
have
course.
that on those big jobs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanna list these 5 guys. Maybe I'll watch for them.
We watched a lot of smoke last
We
year.
did watch. I watched a lot of Smoke personally. Starting off, this one's not a surprise. I mean, I wouldn't even say he's go 5 talent wise because, you know, Ashton Genty, running back from Boise State,
Okay.
stud. I wish we had a TV to pull up his highlights because
Yeah.
I mean, there's first video. It's like him hurdling. It's
Mm.
unreal.
Mm.
I might put that in here.
Boise State with the should be all right this year with Malachi Nelson transfer, but
Is the guy from USC?
Yeah, he transferred to Boise.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So big plays by Boise State. He's actually a Maxwell Award watch on the Maxwell Award watch list. So stats 6.1 average yards a carry.
Wow.
1,300 yards. Some change in there. 14 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, 5 receiving touchdowns. So dog. Personally, dog.
So it's like CMC reincarnated.
Yeah. You want to say that? I mean, style play, yeah. I'd say. That's actually a
Catch
good
and
comp.
running?
That's a good comp.
CMC.
That's a good comp.
Boise State has CMC.
Yeah,
So we're
reincarnated.
hearing.
That's what they're saying. Word on the
Hey.
street.
Who's Stanford?
Who is?
We now have Boise State.
Yeah. Number 2 on the list, and this isn't in order. This isn't a top 5. This is 5 guys. But Ricky White, wide receiver from UNLV, was an All-American last year. 88 catches for
Jesus.
1,400 yards, close to 1,500. 1,483 yards, 8 touchdowns.
He did transfer out.
No, he's there. From what I found, he's there. He's a deep ball threat.
That is a great season.
That's a
So,
loyal person.
yeah.
It's a loyal person.
And this is where I wish I had. The next guy I wish I had
Highlights.
highlights for. Because anyways, Savon Ravel Jr., cornerback from East Carolina. When I tell you he gets after it, he gets freaking after it.
Well, we're gonna be able to watch him this year.
We're gonna see him in person.
We're going to see
We're
Jordan
gonna
play
see him in person.
at ECU.
So tell Jordan when he's on the sideline watching the offense, go get theirs. Be worried about Savon, but he's a stud, dude. He hits hard. His first highlight is him stuffing Donovan Edwards.
Oh,
College football cover athlete.
Okay.
Dog.
National champion.
Yeah, national champ. He stuffed him.
Wow.
Like I said, he's
So he's an aggressive corner.
yeah, dude, hard hitting corner.
Okay, that's good.
So I like him a lot. That's my Smoke Harris this year, for being honest.
Okay, cornerback out of ECU.
The next guy. I'm surprised Billy's not here for this because I think Billy would have just been ecstatic for this. Coming out of Jacksonville State, Clay Webb, offensive lineman. Funny enough, when I was doing my research, I found this out. He's the highest overall rated guy on College Football 25. I think he's like a 93 offensive lineman on the game. And like I said, we're not comparing. This isn't a college. Anyways, that was a little stutter right there. But he's a stud.
So he's the highest rated offensive lineman?
No, Go 5 player.
Oh, okay. 93?
I think so.
That's it.
From what I didn't write it down.
Your overall does not mean how good you are in real life,
exactly.
but
He's
that's crazy.
He's a stud. He's named Offensive Guard of the Year by College Football Network. He's on the Outland Trophy watch list, which is like the nation's best interior lineman.
wow.
So, dog.
That's your 5 guys?
No, I got one more.
Oh.
I got one more.
Okay.
Jason Henderson, linebacker out of Old Dominion. Dog.
Ooh.
Dog. 2-time All-American.
Ooh.
He had 14.2 tackles per game.
Per game? That's a dog.
He's flying.
He's getting after it. I mean,
He's
he's
flying around the
getting
field.
after it.
Head is down
Head
and
is
he's just
down,
running.
He's hitting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's my 5 dogs to watch out for this year.
All right, we'll have to watch some Old Dominion. I like a good linebacker.
Dude.
He's flying around.
He's flying around, dude.
14.2 is a lot.
Hold on. Before we move on, I think he set the school record with 500. Where was that? Oh, shoot. 500 and something tackles
Wow.
over his career.
That's crazy. But he's probably involved in every play if he's getting 14.2.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more snaps than just 14 snaps, but he's there.
Led the country in tackles per game with 14.2. Third in tackles per loss per game with 1.6. Finished second in the country in tackles behind Jay Higgins, who had 171 tackles in 14 games. He had 170 tackles in 12 games.
He's just one behind.
2 games less, too.
And he didn't transfer out either?
Apparently not. Like I said, this is all rough because I had a list that I was like cutting.
Hate to bring NCAA up, but he would have been my transfer list.
Yeah,
I'm about to start targeting that
guy.
guy.
Tennessee, man.
It would have been a hard
He can come
sell,
to Tennessee.
schedule, visited.
Yeah, send the house on that.
Send the
guy.
house.
Yeah, he's getting it all.
He's a dog.
You want cookies? I got cookies.
He can be the Moonshine Cookie NIL athlete out of Tennessee?
Yeah, I saw that.
Brew McCoy, shout him out. But, yeah, those are my 5 dogs to watch out for. I think an honorable mention would definitely be Caden Salter. But like I said, I think he's well enough known.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing the video game because
Dog.
he's a dog in the video game.
Yep.
But, yeah, so those are my 5 dogs.
I like that. I'm going to watch all of them.
We put them up. Put them up on the wall. Those are our 5 dogs for this year.
$5.
We should get a whiteboard.
Little whiteboard.
Yeah.
$5.
Dogs.
Dogs.
DAWGS.
I like it. But yeah, that's my research. I was gonna do, like I said, top 5 rivalries, because I just learned something interesting, but I don't want to dive into it if we're on a short schedule tonight.
That's fine. We could talk about it later.
But it's pretty sweet. I hope someone doesn't beat me to it now that I put it out in the
Why
wild.
would you do it? We don't have to talk about schedules.
Let's
You
do
sure?
it. Come
Yeah.
on.
We can talk about one schedule.
We can talk about
Okay.
our schedule.
Well, I didn't have the top
You
5
want to do the
rivalries,
schedule and then
but I was thinking we could collectively do this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a couple in my head. Are we talking about just over football?
Yeah.
No other sports involved.
Maybe.
I think just football.
Just football? Okay.
Because if they're rivals, they're also rivals in all sports. But what is like
Yeah.
the season we care about?
Nobody's going to watch an Alabama and Auburn basketball game, that they're going to watch.
Yeah,
The
well,
Iron
I mean,
Bowl.
last year
they are now.
Last year was
Oh,
pretty.
now, but
yeah.
not 2 or 3 years.
But
Yeah.
the name of the rivalry has to have a name.
Uh-huh.
There's no Iron Bowl in basketball.
Actually, I think they did label that the Iron Bowl.
They
basketball.
did?
That's
I think
corny.
They did.
That's corny.
I think
See,
they
it
did
ruins
label
it. But what's I was thinking,
I have one that I just learned, and actually, I can't even take credit for this.
say it.
But the Palmetto Bowl, Clemson and South Carolina, they've got to make the list.
That's
and it was
good.
because of the story that I heard.
Okay.
Shout out College Football Archives on TikTok, because he pretty much talked about it. Like I said, I had no idea about this. Basically, Clemson, the guy that founded Clemson, he was wondering why USC. Can we say USC or is
USC is South Carolina.
that's okay. Like why they didn't have a big enough agricultural program. And that's why he started Clemson. So that's where the rivalry kind of started. Well, back in the 1900s, there was pretty much almost a civil war started in South Carolina over South Carolina being Clemson. Long story short, they win this game, and there was this big banner hung up in one of these stores. Like, this is a SparkNotes version of the story. But it was pretty much the Gamecock riding the Clemson Tiger. So after the win, they started parading it through. Clemson people didn't like that. So ironically, State Fair was happening, and the Clemson fans said, "Don't bring that banner around the State Fair." You know what they did? They still brought it. So 400 Clemson cadets marched armed to South Carolina's campus. Don't know what they were going to do, but they marched armed. And a coach I think it was a coach. Got a couple guys, we're going to go defend the campus pretty much. They armed themselves. And they came to the conclusion, rather than shooting each other, that they were just going to, 2 people from each side was just going to burn, the poster.
Okay.
But the fact that they almost shot each other over a
football
rivalry,
game.
that's got to be top 5, no doubt.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
gotta be top 5.
Honestly, I like the name.
The Palmetto Bowl? Yeah, it's hard.
The Palmetto Bowl?
Palmetto Bowl is hard.
I like that. I like
It's a nice tree.
Mm-hmm. That's gotta be a top 5 for me.
It has to be now
It has
because
to
of the
be.
story.
Yeah.
But I was thinking we were gonna go more based off the name.
Oh, we can do that too.
Like, cause for me,
I was thinking the history.
the hardest name for me is like when UCLA and USC play the Battle of Los Angeles.
The Battle of LA.
Yeah.
I like that.
Is that like? Is that even a good rivalry anymore?
No, it's not. But it's a corny name. But it's
Battle of LA.
yeah, Battle of Los Angeles. I mean.
I think if we're doing names, the Holy War's got to be up there then too.
Oh yeah,
Utah.
Yeah. That's cool. I bet there's some serious history about that.
It's gonna be a big game this year.
They're both decent this year.
Yeah, this is the first time they've played each other in I think 2 years. And
Where's it at? BYU.
It's at Utah this year.
Oh.
I just learned this because my brother-in-law's in town, so we started talking about it.
Is Cam Rising on his 7th year?
Yep, that's about right. Sounds about right. I think
trying to appeal for his 8th.
But yeah, it's allegedly a big game this year because the last time they played BYU won. I think they broke the streak of like 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was I think it was 11 years.
The Holy War is so cool.
So yeah,
That's a dope name.
yeah. So we got Palmetto Bowl, Battle of LA, Holy War. We're just doing names, right? Or are we doing history too?
Intensity as well.
Intensity.
Obviously, Alabama.
So then we
Auburn.
can't put Battle of LA.
Yeah.
You got to put the Iron Bowl.
Iron Bowl is just
No doubt.
this region of the country
Yeah.
means a lot to those two fan bases. If it was my world, they would
they
lose.
wouldn't. Yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
my world.
In my world, do you want me to be honest? It's gonna be a hot take and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most overrated bowl game of all time. I think the only reason why it's so big is because of the kick six. If that never happened, they just made the field goal.
Last year was a great game.
Last
too.
year was a good game.
Yeah, the Cam
Don't get me
Newton
wrong, last year was a good game.
years.
I'm gonna get so much hate for this now.
Yeah, I can't hop on
I don't
that
know
one
if I
with you.
can. I don't think the kick six is the only thing that sparks it. There's a lot of good games.
Just leaving Isaiah Bond wide open in the end zone last year.
I think
Well,
That was
Iron Bowl.
infuriating.
Iron Bowl in our region is definitely top 5.
definitely top 5.
Maybe in other parts of the country might not be, but
When you live where we live, it's definitely
Yeah.
top 5.
definitely top 5 in SEC rivalry games.
I think it's top 1.
Yeah, it probably is.
There's got to be one if in the SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's LSU's biggest rivalry?
If we were trying to figure this out last year.
They got
or
they
last
got a
week.
bunch of ones. They got what names?
Is
LSU and Tulane have the battle for the Tiger flag. That's a thing.
I was thinking Alabama number 1 whenever they play.
Oh, the first Saturday in November. That's what they call it. The first
Was it
Saturday
third
in
Saturday in
November.
October?
Yeah.
They're mocking us. Dude.
Yeah,
They
that's
want to
what
be
it
like
is.
us so bad.
And then you got the boot.
The boot's hard.
That's
The
honestly
boot is
okay.
hard.
I might be biased, but the boot trophy is probably the best trophy.
Oh,
It's-
sweet.
It's a golden boot. Of like you know how Louisiana, Arkansas looks like a boot.
Yeah.
They legit have a gold piece of slab of gold cut out of Arkansas and
got
LSU, and it's massive.
Let me show you, Jack. I think the Battle of the Boot is the most for y'all. Like I wouldn't say iconic. But
That's-
like whenever I think Battle of the Boot.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, we talked about this last week. I wasn't expecting y'all to hate A&M so much. Personally.
Yeah, we don't have any battle.
I mean, that's not hard.
Oh, that's
It's
yeah.
a big
That's
old
sweet.
boot,
That's
dude.
I like it. I like
That's
it.
sweet.
The battle of the boot, and it's where it stays home. It's at home right now. It's in the middle of the locker room. You know what's crazy? They don't hang a national championship in the locker room. They have the boot in the locker room.
It's defending.
There's the
you
priorities of
defended
the
it.
LSU football team right there.
Yeah,
They don't
the-
care about natties. They care about the boot.
We want out the boot every year. Because like losing to Arkansas is like a shame.
Now, definitely, yeah.
It's always been a shame.
Well,
It's
I
a
think they've
shame.
always been a pretty decent program.
Nah, I
But-
disagree. But
We putting Texas and Oklahoma in there
Those
now,
Red River rivalry's
in
got to
the
be.
golden cowboy
It's
hat.
got to be in there. Yeah.
even though they flipped.
You know
they're
what?
still
we
there.
can't even do top 5 because there's too many.
There's so many.
That just proves the SEC is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to throw Ohio State, Michigan.
yeah,
The
of
game.
course.
No, that's probably the best one.
That's definitely.
Here's why it's the best one. They don't even call each other by their school name,
Mm.
and it's called the game.
Yeah.
They don't call it that week. They don't say Ohio State if you're in Michigan. If you're at Ohio State, you don't say Michigan. Have you noticed all Ohio State put fans where there's an I,
Mm-hmm.
they put an X. Like it's the game.
Well, then Michigan, or was it? I saw something where was it Michigan or Ohio State?
They're always beefing.
Yeah, but I'm now my train
This
of
year
thought's
should be
gone.
electric.
This should be a good game this year.
It should be electric. I mean, it's the game.
Now I will say that for like Ohio State is dominated, but
Recently, yeah.
well,
Past 10 years,
they
Ohio
own
State has more
pretty
wins
much they own Jim Harbaugh except
for the last 2
the
years.
past couple of years.
Yeah. His first 8 years, he was owned
Yeah,
for sure.
but
Because
We-
Michigan's got what, that Alex Orgy guy now, right?
yeah,
And then Ohio State's got the
Will
Ryan
Howard,
Day. Oh, Will Howard, yeah.
the guy from Kansas State.
Mhm.
Yeah, Will Howard.
Wow.
He's there. And Quinshawn Judkins.
Oof.
That guy, he posted that picture on his on Instagram, of, like he was just like in his new threads or whatever, and the whole comment section was just cooking him. He's like, "You better run like you do in the game." He said, "You run like you do in the game, you're winning the Heisman." And somebody just the whole comment section, just spin move, spin move, spin move.
That's a deadly.
You can just spin move your way to a Heisman if you want to.
You see that his former teammate posted calling him Judas Wells.
Mm,
Oh wait, hold on, that's a completely different thing. My bad. That's
oh.
also Ole Miss, but Juice Wells leaving South Carolina, going to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss loser.
Judas Wells. They call
Yeah.
him Judas Wells. That for some reason I was thinking Ole Miss, but
Yeah, who cares about that?
anyways,
LSU has a rivalry name against Ole Miss. It's called the Magnolia Bowl.
I do remember that.
Magnolia Ball.
It's the weakest rivalry there is. They
Not
think it's-
this year.
Yeah,
Well, they-
yeah, I'm about to say this year might be.
Every
might be
time they
reelection.
play LSU, and they think
Trust the
it's-
Nuss.
Yeah, every time they play LSU, it's their Super Bowl, so they can have it. That is their Super Bowl. I don't
That
care.
will be a good game this year.
I think that's got to be up there. Do y'all play? What's y'all skit? When do y'all play at Ole Miss?
In the middle of the season
Okay,
at home.
never mind.
The
Is
Nuts
it a
Bus-
night
At
game?
home.
It's at Death Valley.
Is it a night game?
It probably will be.
Oh, that's gonna be
The Nuss Bus will be in full effect.
Poor
starting-
Jackson Dart, he's got to play at 7 p.m. And
Death Valley
In Death
Rockin'.
Valley.
Ooh.
I hope so. It gets.
if I wanted to play in Death Valley, I would play at 12 o'clock.
I would be, yeah.
That's
that'd be-
probably-
They don't have enough time to get drunk. Well, they probably do, but they
they'll
have
be
farther
they'll
to
be
get
up at
to.
7 a.m. anyways. So,
Yeah, they-
But a night game in Death Valley is not the place you want to be.
no.
I don't care if you establish the Avengers. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, no, that's definitely.
Is
That's
there
why
any-
it got labeled the
speaking-
#1 hardest stadium to play in?
Is there any things for Tennessee that have like a name besides obviously?
Third Saturday in October.
Besides that, and do you
Florida's
have a
is
trophy? Do you have like a trophy?
We don't have. We used to have a trophy with Kentucky, and it was a whiskey barrel.
What happened to that?
Kentucky players got killed in a car crash, and they stopped using it because of it.
Okay.
They used,
That's
we used to
sad.
have.
I didn't know
We
that.
used to have a whiskey barrel, and that was our trophy with Kentucky.
That's sad.
But like recently, it hasn't been a rivalry. So
That has not.
I do wish they'd bring the whiskey barrel back, 'cause that'd be sweet.
Why don't they have one for Florida?
Let me just. Hey, why don't we have a trophy in Florida? Let me just ask Casper.
I feel like it's only really a big game if it's in the swamp.
It's only a big game. It hasn't been a big game in 20 years, minus for us like a couple years ago.
Well, yeah, of course.
Anytime y'all go down to Florida, it's over with.
Yeah, we can't win there.
Well,
It's
Joe don't lose in Florida. Then he lost in
future,
Florida.
future QB1 of the Patriots, allegedly. Huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we won't get
Not getting
into
that. But I think, yeah. I mean, we're.
I think when it comes to trophies, more Big Ten teams are into trophies.
Yeah.
Like the Paul Bunyan Trophy. I don't know who that. I think it's Minnesota, Wisconsin. They fight for a big wooden statue of Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking, bro? They do.
That's lit.
It's like a
Paul
big,
Bunyan's a stamp on this country.
Dude, he is.
There's one, I think.
There's one with a pig, but
No, it's a turtle. There's one with a turtle that they
there's
carry.
a turtle. Iowa and Minnesota have a pig. The turtle trophy. Which one's the turtle trophy?
It's also in the Big Ten. There's like a big turtle they fight for.
Just a bunch of animals running
Is it
around
Illinois?
there.
I think it's Illinois and someone else have a turtle.
Probably the Illabuck trophy. Illinois and Ohio State.
Is it a turtle?
It is a turtle.
I told you
No,
it was
it's
a turtle. It's a turtle, bro. Dude, Ohio State's probably getting.
They probably got a bunch of them.
They probably haven't picked it up in a while. It's pretty dusty, but.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
They were
it
talk-
hasn't left.
They were
Ohio
talking
State.
about that in the dang trailer for the new game because Illinois was hoisting the trophy up.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
they
that's
haven't done it in a
died.
while.
They bought one of those off Amazon.
Do you
they
think
didn't
Ohio
earn
State
that.
feels bad and just sends it back and be like, just hold on to this till next year?
No, I'd keep that. I'd be
bet-
keeping
Just look at it for a
Dude,
little
I'd be
bit.
such a filthy AD. If I was so much better at the schools, I would send them the trophy we play for. Be like, just hold on to it till we get there.
We'll take it back.
We'll take it
from you.
back. We'll take it back.
It's just shipping and handling. you're the handler.
That's not even. I wouldn't even consider that a rivalry.
But there's history between
There
them.
is history.
You know why the Michigan Ohio State thing is?
Michigan Ohio State. Why?
Why?
I don't know why.
Okay, this is very.
Learn me a lesson.
This
Matt.
is a Spark Notes version. So it goes back to like fighting, like actually killing someone.
Oh, so there's actually.
So there was so you know where not the left hand of Michigan, but the right hand.
Talking about not the UP, but the
The lower.
yeah.
Okay, so the one that actually touches Ohio, because the other one doesn't.
That's what Michigan looks
Where-
like for
where-
you guys.
Yeah, where it meets at the bottom, there was like there's like this sliver of land that goes all the way across, and they fought for it. Like people died and fought for it. Well, it was over. I don't know because at one point it was just like a neutral zone, kind of how like North Korea and South Korea have like a neutral zone, like where nothing can go down. Well, they're fighting for this neutral zone. I don't know how long the radius was, but it was like a civil war between the states, and Ohio won, and they kept the land, and so that's what sparks the rivalry between those two states in sports. Civil War.
That makes me think of the Kansas and Missouri rivalry.
What's their beef?
It's the same thing.
Just land.
Well, I mean, that goes back to the Civil War, why they beefed.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's why Kansas and Missouri hates each other.
Yeah, the border battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good rivalry, too. I don't know if it's... I mean, now that they're not in the same conference. Do they play each other every year? I don't
No.
Dude, backyard brawl. Pitt in West Virginia. That's got to
a good
be...
one. That's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
one. They haven't played in since.
They played last year, and it was an electric game.
Yeah.
And then they played this year.
I think your non-conference game, since there's so much going on now, I think your non-conference game, one of them has to be like an old school rivalry from a different conference because there's so much changing. Because like,
is it the backyard? Is it backyard brawl? Yeah, between. Is it where's it at this year though? Is it at Pitt or is it at West Virginia? Anybody know?
I have no clue.
That's eat Pitt, or eat. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Don't want to censor it. Eat crap Pitt. We're gonna say that.
Yeah.
Eat crap Pitt. But yeah, that's gotta be.
I got blood in West Virginia.
Do you really?
No.
No. Oh.
Why'd you say that?
Went snowboarding up there one time.
Oh, you left. I know a person that left some skin up there.
Yeah, I flew into that tree. So West Virginia's definitely got my blood.
Let's see. Do they play this year? I thought they did.
Oh,
they do not.
I just found a list.
They
of a
do.
Bunch.
They do play. But anyways, what's your list?
I found a bunch of names on Wikipedia of rivalries, and there's one between that's local to us, Middle Tennessee versus Western Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the 100 Miles of Hate.
That's hard. That is hard.
Yeah, it's called the 100 Miles of Hate. And
there's one between ETSU and Chattanooga. They bet over
it's
the railroad.
The railroad. I forget.
But what is it called?
I don't know what it's called either.
Is it on that list?
There's a bunch of them.
Dude, 100 Miles of Hate.
That's a good one. I like that.
It is the. Is there a name for it?
I have no idea.
Rivalry. There's got to be a name for it, right? I know they play over a train. I guess they call it the rail rivalry.
Yeah, so I found the Border War. They fight for a trophy as well.
Is this Kansas,
it's
Missouri?
It's an Indian war drum.
Kansas, Missouri?
Yeah, Kansas, Missouri fight for Indian war drum, and then they fight for another thing, 2 trophies. The other one's called the Lamar Hunt Trophy. Don't know what that is, but
just guys learn ball.
Yeah, I mean, you learn something new every day.
Citadel and Charleston Southern have a new rivalry called the Low Country Bowl.
Instead of bowl, it's a bowl.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to say that.
Yeah, take them to LSU so they can say bowl or bowl.
Bowl.
But we're forgetting the biggest rivalry ever.
I didn't even want to say it because I think that's number one no matter what.
Army Navy.
Yeah, it's no matter.
Of course.
They fight for a trophy too. It's called.
They fight for more in the country.
Yeah.
Or not a trophy. They fight for the country.
They do fight for the country.
There's a lot of teams that have a trophy.
In my opinion, I think the Army Navy's number one.
Yeah, that's number one no matter what. No matter what.
The stories that Jordan tells us about the week leading up. I think we had.
He did talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
He did talk.
That was
about
intense.
It. What are any other good ones? I'm trying to think of.
Cincinnati versus Louisville.
See, this is what I was gonna say.
The keg of nails. A keg of nails.
I was gonna say the Kentucky Louisville rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all saw that they played each other in the TBT tournament.
Mm-hmm.
14,000 people showed up, and they started fighting after the game.
Wow.
And this is alumni playing.
The guy Bordeaux on YouTube, he always talks about how much he hates Louisville.
Dude, being in Kentucky, it's so electric. That rivalry is so crazy, and that's football, basketball. I guess you could say baseball now that Kentucky's pretty good in baseball, but it's a great rivalry.
So there's also a 3-way rivalry in Florida between Florida, Miami, and Florida State. And they play for this thing. If they play each other all in the same year, each team. It's called the Florida Cup.
Yep.
That's cool. Sorry, kind of.
That's like
someone fights. One team plays for an oil can. San Diego State and Fresno State.
Who is
the Bulldogs?
Isn't there something between Air Force, Navy, and Army too?
Yeah, it's the Governor's Cup.
Governor's Cup. Is that what you were saying?
The Secretary's trophy is between Army and Navy.
So the Governor's Cup is between all three of them.
Yeah.
Is that whoever finishes first?
Whoever
beats
the
other
teams, yeah.
Oh, what if they all go?
It's impossible. Well, it's okay. So basically, if say Navy beats Army and Air Force, they get the Governor's Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now if they all trade, they go 1-1-1-1. Jordan told me the school that won it the year before keeps it.
I was about to say, what happens if they all just trade?
Hey, Air Force won it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they did. They actually had an alright year last year.
Year for them, dude. Triple option.
I guess LSU and Ole Miss do have a trophy. It's called the Magnolia Bowl Trophy. Never seen it.
It's because it's always in the boot. Minus last year.
Okay, so Michigan and Michigan State.
That's a big rivalry too.
They play for the Paul Bunyan Trophy.
Gotcha.
They play for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, and then
see they're gonna hate us. We're butchering these.
Michigan and Minnesota is Little Brown Jug. They play for a Little Brown Jug. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm trying to think of Arizona State and Arizona. I guess that's in-state. I don't know much about that rivalry.
Notre Dame has a lot of these. Notre Dame and Michigan State play for a megaphone trophy.
We got the Bussin' Bowl.
Yeah.
Nebraska and Michigan. I guess is that a thing now, or is it just kind of? But
Well, this year it might be.
it's got. I mean, it's
It's gonna be a good
year.
game this year.
Be a good game. I'm excited
Pat
for that.
Mahomes Jr.
Oregon State.
The Civil War.
Yeah, they play.
Can't say the Civil War anymore. My bad.
Yeah, but they play for the Platypus Trophy.
Platypus.
That makes sense.
Turtle.
Beaver, duck.
Platypus.
Gotcha. There we go.
Is that what a platypus
Yes.
is? It's a beaver
It's
and a duck.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
You never seen Phineas and Ferb?
Oh, I've seen Phineas.
You know, it's a good rivalry. That's kind of new. JMU and Old Dominion.
Oh yeah.
The Royal
Electric.
rivalry. That's a good one. That's a great one.
I'm trying. Yeah. What other?
Try to think. Oh, I mean, there's like a bunch of them. Like a lot of them have like War on I-4. That's like a highway in Florida. So it's USC
That's
versus
US.
South
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
Auburn and LSU is technically called the Tiger Bowl.
Mm-hmm. You got Georgia, Florida too.
Oh, Appalachian State and Marshall. It's called the Old Mountain Feud.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of good ones.
If you have any more rivalries that we're missing out that you think's better than what we're saying, we're kind of naming them all now at this point. But let us know if we're leaving one out.
Or which one means the most to you?
That'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I just had one in my head that, yeah.
I like the trophy idea. I wish more teams did that.
Yeah.
What would Tennessee and Alabama's be?
It's got to be like, ooh, I don't know, man.
I wonder what. There's not really like history, like Civil War, I guess, behind it. It's just more.
The only
Alabama's
thing-
whooped that ass so long.
For like, well, I mean, yeah. For
Yeah.
the past 20 years.
Yeah, I think that's a long time.
I think if we were, like I said, I think the only trophy that would be like Kentucky, Tennessee.
The barrel.
Bourbon versus whiskey. That makes sense.
The whiskey barrel.
Maybe the Commodores, Volunteers. There's history behind that.
A rifle.
That'd be
Imagine
hard.
like
a saber, dude.
or a gold musket.
A saber.
That'd be dope.
A gold saber. That'd be hard.
I think
Nashville, Knoxville, Cookville.
Cookville. You play it in Cookville, dude. What's
Imagine.
Oh my God, neutral site in
it'd
Tennessee.
be too packed at that place.
They have to.
We got to build a new stadium for that rivalry.
Yep, we'll build it ourselves.
They honestly just need to play at Nissan Stadium.
All right.
No, dude. What are we talking about here?
Vanderbilt does.
But you got what? 6
Yeah,
minutes?
we're here now.
You gotta leave.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
I think we had enough. Well, I
know.
I like the rivalry. I like the rivalry talk.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are more than happy to keep going. But
Do we want to keep going for a little bit? We can talk about a schedule real quick.
We'll do that next week when we have more time. We can schedule something.
I'm so locked in on rivalries now. I gotta look up what's.
I'm gonna do my research later. I want to see all the trophies.
I'm gonna go on NCAA and go through all the teams.
Oh, they got the names.
They got the names and they got what the trophy looks like. That's how I saw the turtle.
That makes sense.
That's how I knew there was a
You'll
turtle.
be there for a while.
The Illabuck.
Yeah,
You gotta change teams each time and see if they even have a rivalry, or you can just look it up and then go from there.
yeah.
All right. Well, that was a quick episode. I think next.
Sorry about that.
Next week we'll be diving into some more schedules.
Yeah.
And
We'll have to go hard on the panel
and we'll
schedules.
be 1 week closer.
Yeah.
30 days. I might start doing a countdown. But all right. I'm Chase Roberts.
Jackson Stone.
Matthew London.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.